Alright, what's up guys? We are back with Warcraft Legacies. I got a request pretty quickly here, right away, to do another game. People suggested that this game was going to be a good one. I actually watched some of this when I had the chance live, but I couldn't play at the time. So I know a few things that happen in it, and from what I saw, it looked like a pretty good game, and someone specifically wanted me to do this one. It takes them a little bit to... I also know some memery that happens in this too, but it takes a little bit for this one to get started. But hopefully the pauses in the replay system will skip all that. Another 8v8. This one's played on the new patch, 3.3.0, I believe, is the one. And it looks like we're all set. Turn off Fog of War. I'm actually going to let it run so the game can get started. So, unfortunately, on this one, Sentinels and Legion, or well, Druids and Legion are on the same team here. I think that should never be the case, just because it's World Tree. But I actually don't know if that's all been patched out or not. I actually don't know how that works in these newer versions. Anyways, we have Diadon on Horde. We have Icebreaker again on Warsong. Looks like we got Shadow Elites going Troll this time, so no Goblins, no Nukes, no Rats this game. And then their allies are going to be Royce on Felhorde, Techno Pig on Illidan, and then North Alliance, so it's going to be Grumpy Fellow on Lordaeron, and then Gideon on Quel'Thalas. Did not go Gilneas. Gilneas is added to this path, but it looked like we're sticking with Quel'Thalas. And then Tricks on Dalaran. And then their opponents. Gonna be Elio on Dwarf. Richard on Stormwind. And then Failgiver on Keltaris. Their allies, Dragos, are on Scourge. And Alan on Legion. Nick playing Mauled Simulator on Druids. I only know this because I was in the Discord with him. He maulds the entire early game. Menos on Sentinels. And then finally Red Panda on Cows. Draenei. So everyone's getting started here. I adjusted volume settings again. I think I'm actually going to pause here and listen to some of it back and make sure I am happy with what the volume settings look like. So give me just a second. Alright, cool. I'm happy with that volume setting. I think it sounds a lot better. Let me know if you think I need to tweak it anymore. I really don't mind. These guys are made for you and just made for fun anyways, so we'll go through them as we can, try to get better as we go on. Menos farming fast, but Diadon is close behind. 6 control points already. Finishing up Stone Maul.
Our warriors have engaged the enemy.
By turn 4, we have level 2 Cenarius. Here comes the creeping. What did he mauled about? He mauled about some camp. I think it was this. I don't know if it was this. He's gotta lose units. He was already mauling by now, so I really don't know. But he's farming away. For some reason, Failgiver decided to pause, I'm pretty sure. Don't know why. They just shared control. No one left yet.
Our brethren's town is under attack.
Again, these replays are fun to do. This one's pretty action-packed. I don't know if it's going to be as close of a game as the last one. But things are moving along pretty quickly. Trying to figure out.
Warriors of the night, assemble! Our warriors have engaged the enemy. Warriors of the night.
Split creeping down through Syphilis. The multitasking is impressive.
If I can't save him, my people might be damned for all time.
Ooh, that's a tricky little way to take the control point. I like that. Probably got close enough somewhere for the summons to end up inside, and they get vision of the control point without breaking any trees.
We're under attack.
Grumpy Fellow, Creeping Skullomance.
Our allied town is being attacked. Research complete. Work complete. We're under
Looks like he did not go the Dragozer route and creep with a couple of riflemen.
Our allied town is being attacked.
Trolls already has a pretty good force.
We're under attack.
And is creeping their own islands as well. Let's see, turn 7.
I stand ready.
Everyone's heading north in Kalimdor,
Warriors of the night.
and they are ready to start the party.
Our allies' town is not.
Putting up the owls for vision. And they drop the trees. Wow, if that ain't a coordinated assault, I don't know what it is. They are moving as one.
Our warriors have engaged.
I would back off if I was Horde too. Alright. Theodon poking the defenses a little bit. Quickly retreating. Definitely need to use this choke to their advantage. Looks like they're going to use summons to take care of Warsong Lumber King. Need to get Vol'jin out of there. Good, chain heals going through. Nisha in front. Ooh, Naive went down right away. Classic Naive. Chen's going down. I got healed really quickly. Let's keep an eye on Dragozer so we can keep an eye on when TPs happen. Didn't get to see all of it. Naisha's going down. Chen's in front. Karen's half health. She got healed, it looks like. Yeah, she's fine. Not much hero targeting, but also a lot of heals. These Dire Horns pushed through, but I think they're about to get pushed back with all this fire coming out from the Dryads. Karen is deep in there. Looks like all of the front line has been squished, so maybe not. Those Paladins need to be in there, the Vindicators. Looks like they called for retreat. And Velen died as well on the way out. And it looks like it'll probably stalemate right here. I don't know if the option to regrow the trees is still available. But Siege is moving up. Good from Icebreaker. good, they actually get to show off what's happening. So here come the Shenanigans. We're going through the portal. And it looks like what we have here is a open essay. Looks like Veilgiver's here to try to slow them down a bit. And where's Dwarf? Elio is all the way back in Blackrock. Still creeping, but if we take a look at Veilgiver, or no, if we take a look at Richard, our Stormwind player, he is up here fighting North Alliance with Dragozer coming in from behind for the pincer. So he was up here distracting them before the plague was even initiated. And now he's decided it's time for me to return home. The Fellhorde is at my door and already crossed the bridge. Perfect setup for Dragozer to come in. You just hear all the priests dying. Rocks to block off, unfortunately, Grumpy Fellow's paladins, so we'll see how long they last. Arthas and Uther are still up. Jaina is still up, and let's see, did Gideon lose? No, it looks like everything is still up, but Plague is activated and they are on the run. Looks like Dalaran will fall unless they come back around for this one. Where is our Legion player? Alan, what are you attacking? He's here. This is all of his force. He just didn't take any damage, so I didn't see it. Looks like they're creeping with summons, and looks like they're going to make short work of this NA force because of that distraction from Richard. Again, with the, let's say, less than usual play. Richard TP'd on an 800 health unit. I'm going to say he got away with a pretty lucky TP here. He did. They just got it. He actually barely got away with that. Oh, Richard. Imagine if they focused that down a little bit harder. Looked like Kilteris was almost completely done before they showed up. So they're on the retreat now. Let's check. Where's Technopig at? He's fighting Dwarf. He's pushing him back all the way to Iron Forge, it looks like. So he's handily winning here, but Royce has problems now that he's going to need a remax from. Let's check in with that Cali fight. And it looks like we have progressed in the same direction that we were headed earlier. They have pushed all the way through Northern Agenvale, and they are pushing straight into the Borrowed Den? Yeah. They really chased. Wow. They have really chased in there. That is quite the deep commitment. I guess they can just hop out this way, but Trolls is all the way in there. They took Shrine. Legion's already being summoned. What are you doing it, Alan? Do I get to see? Up in Northrend with Tichondrius. Not my favorite. I normally do it with Mal'Ganis. Let's take a look at Dragozer. He's still clearing up, heading up to Anderhall now. I'm going to keep it on him just in case we need to keep an eye on him. Looks like Sentinels are on the retreat. Menos with a monster starting game, even though they are all together. Looks like Horde just still had too much. They had, honestly, a lot of tanky frontline units there, and a lot of good heals coming in the back from the Farseers. Yeah, Nick needs to back up here, and Red Panda needs to back up here. This is not looking too good. Yep, Vindicator popping invulnerability and running. Check in on Royce really quickly. Look at all those stasis traps. Royce is back in Netherguard Keep. Looks like he is pushing out. Let's check on Illidan, what they're doing. Maybe it has to do with that. He has pushed Dwarf back, but it's time for him to retreat because he's getting flanked by Richard. Well, that's a juicy fight. Yeah, and no, Royce. I feel like Royce needs to flank the flank and then just pincer that. This is going to hurt. That's not going to feel good at all. Anderhall's dead. Moving to Capital Palace as quickly as possible. There we go. Now Royce seems to be coming from behind. Or they're just going to use Blackrock as cover. I think that's a good idea too, but I think he needs to get out now. Yeah. Look who's coming. Kalimdor fight has been pushed down to this. Looks like they're pushing the tree now. And Night Elf is trying to come in from behind at this point and stop the tree from falling to Warsong. Everybody filtering through. Looks like they did end up clearing out everything here, but how's the tree doing? The tree's starting to fall. Lordaeron has fallen, which I think is going to spur an event. Well, it's going to spur a series of events, not an actual in-game event, but Crown of Stormwind, or Crown of Lordaeron, my bad, goes on to Anubarak. And it looks like help is on the way. But for which team? Are they going to head down south and help out? Ooh, looks like they might not need help down south. Looks like Felhord and Illidari are taking care of this pincer force. This is Stormwind, and I thought, was Kulturas here? I need to check. I don't think they were here, actually. Where's Failgiver at? He is behind and needs to do a pincer of his own, to be honest. But we have a TP coming through. Big TP coming through. These fights look pretty even. If Troll was involved, this fight would not be even. This would be Horde-sided. But it looks like the call to push has been made, and we have fully Unholy Frenzy and Anti-Magic Shield Frostworms bearing down on Horde now. Trying to save the World Tree. It was already taken by Troll. They finished it off. Gorehala on the ground. We'll see who picks that up. My even front trying to feed again. Somebody picked up Gorehala. I missed it. I don't know who snagged it right there. Chandris has Kill Maim. Pausing at the entrance, waiting to group up to go in. Healing wards are down by a Horde. Heroes are leveling up. Looks like everybody's bloodlusted. Oh wow, this is a fight. Can't even see the heroes in front too much. Lightning Storm casting down. I think this is going to be too much from the Alliance team. Big stun on the back line. Healer's getting stopped from casting Chain Heal. Gorehala ended up going on the Hydra. They're holding for a while, but yeah, another stun on the healers in the back. It looks like there's not going to be enough heals. And it looks like this one is going. Yep, more Horde healers falling. Looks like this one's going to go the way of Scourge and Night Elves. So they were not successful in protecting Nordrassil, but they are taking it back. Check in with Royce's fight, and we are on full retreat on Kulturas and Stormwind, trying to get back as fast as they can. They're falling back to Stormwind themselves.
We're under attack.
Elio trying to clean up Blackrock again. He looks like he followed after everyone ran off. This will be good to clean up. Placing stasis wards ready to catch anything that wants to chase him down. TPing out once again. We're back in North Alliance. That is a big Legion force. Legion has been summoned. Archimonde's on the field. All of this evil air. Running as fast as they can. But they stand no chance versus these huge armies at this point. Need to get some upgrades on Legion. Saving grace for Burning Legion team right now is going to be the Fell Horde winning their fights, pushing them back to Stormwind, and pushing Dwarf back to Iron Forge. Zandalar still has a lot of control points, is making a lot of money. I know their armies just died, but in terms of income and what they got going right now, they have much stronger economies than Night Elves, and Night Elves are going to have to push it back. Look, we're barely getting back to the Warsong Lumber Camp at this point, so they lost almost everything before Scourge showed up. So they are definitely not out of the deep water yet. Looks like next fight might be over the Barrens. Let's check back in on South Alliance. Pushing the gates of Stormwind. And see what we can do. Kultura's got some bombers coming around. Galen falling. Illidan up front. Heals going through for probably both teams. Dalen up front. He's falling back, and it looks like they're going to be cleared up here pretty handily. Dwarf coming in from behind. This is a good flank. Does not look like it's enough at all, though. I wonder if he's just trying to draw him back into all these stasis wards. Try to buy some time. Oh, that hurts. Oh, that's not good. Micro Alio. Yep, there you go. Oh my god, this stream of units in from behind. Imagine if they were just attack moved onto this group. Oh no, he's losing everything. Losing everything. Falling back on Fell Horde. Looks like they noticed, yep, all the boats from the Proudmoore crew showed up. So I don't think they really needed to back, but looks like they did, thinking it was a much bigger force. Ouch. That feels good. That feels good as Techno Pig to cast those. That feels really good. Stormwind Knight coming in. And look who's showing up. Look who's getting ready to show up. TP coming through. What do we have on the other end of it? Yeah, it hasn't been touched yet. Looks like they're coming to take back North Alliance while he TP's out, but looks like they didn't even really fight all that much. And the Fell Horde and Illidan have not noticed yet. This is going to be just as brutal as earlier when Illidan was retreating back through Blackrock. Illidan shows up, he's going to try to help here. But all that air is just getting so much free damage in. Mag Theoden got blocked there. He's going down. Essence of Murmur on the ground. Bolvar's in there, chasing down Lady Vosh. And this looks like full retreat from Illidan and Fell Horde.
Our forces are under attack.
Dragos are coming in again, pushing back. The winning force and pushing the fight over the edge. Back in Kalimdor, that economy that was built up earlier has supported the Horde back into the fight. Oh, those heals coming through just on time on Zool. And they are straight back into pressuring Night Elves back into the woods. Oh no. Get your Ekthar back. Watch your Farseers. We want those all the way in the back. Ooh, looks like we got a nice little three-way pincher here from the Night Elves. Oh. And here comes once again the Buzzkill, the party pooper. Here he comes in. Looks like, yep, Warsong just noticed. Time to get back as far as they can. A little bit of retreating. It looks like the call has been made by Diodon to fight here. Baron Rivendar getting focused down. He's dead already right at the beginning. A couple of Death Knights going down too. It looks like they ran in a little too fast. This fight breaking out. Unfortunately for Horde, it looks like a lot of these Spirit Tauren are up front. Finally, we're getting some tanks in there. On the Direhorn side, they're taking up a good amount of this range damage from the Sentinels. Right in the middle here, whose hero do we have in here? Someone, one of Shadow Elite's heroes. Zool all the way in the back somehow getting focused down. Pretty impressive from Menos there. Looks like Scourge is actually doesn't have that many units left here, but will it be enough? It won't actually. It looks like this time they're going to actually get pushed back. This artillery into the Sentinel line right now is devastating. Dang, that was juicy. Menace did not see that coming, and it looks like they hold. Not only do they hold, they almost obliterated that Scourge force there. And they want to keep up the pressure, but yeah, I do think they do need to kite back. Lost a couple of Farseers here. I don't know how many heals have been coming through. I haven't heard many of them. There we go. There's the chain heals coming through. Those Khorne Elite need to be healed up as quickly as possible. Yeah, they need to back off a little. I agree with this, but that was a monster fight right there in that engagement with Baron dying right away, losing a Death Knight. Looks like they just charged in a little too fast to the overwhelming, I don't even know, range damage, and none of those heroes were falling. Those were probably good heals again that I missed some. It looks like we were missing out on a big chunk of the Trolls' force there. They definitely could have had those in there. They still don't notice. It looks like they just move command them and they're just pushing straight through to take CPs. But looks like we're going to fall all the way back to the Barons again and regroup, so I'm going to check in on the other fights while we're doing that. No. Grumpy fellow, let's see where he's at. He's pushing back into Tyr's hand. Where's... Okay, looks like Legion's still here. Maybe he was pushed back from crossing. Strathalholm has fallen. Capital Palace has fallen, but Uther and Arthas are still alive. They need to be careful and make sure they don't get caught out. Look like Legion's fallen back to Scholomance. But all of this is still in the control of Scourge and Legion. Alright, let's go back. Check out the battle here. Looks like they're just poking potting at the classic Northern choke. Ah, this is the choke that was in the patch notes. It has been widened. Thank you. This has been widened. Thank you. I think that does look a lot better just for how Legacies works. This choke looks like it's still pretty tight, but you can go through the water there too, so not as big of a deal. I think this was even widened too, so the fight should be a bit more smooth. Honestly, I think that favors Horde a lot more when you think about it, because a lot of their damage is in melee and a lot of Sentinel's damage is in range, but it kind of just depends on the concaves you get. And also, I bet someone's going to correct me on that. But here we go again, Horde pushing back. Night Elf all the way back to their base. Looks like Scourge is TPing out. Kel'Thuzad, where are we headed? Did it cancel? Oh. What just happened? We got pings coming through. I don't know why I'm not checking the pings. This is why I don't play anymore. I missed the communication. But looks like Fell's getting surrounded again. Here comes Technopig. That's a pretty formidable... it's a decent... Looks like he's added on any units. What are his upgrades at? 1-2. But... oh, I don't know here. What are our upgrades on? 2-1? This is going to be a close one. Really good cast on all of the casters here. Oh, Catherine Proudmoore, my bad, just took out all of them right there. That was beautiful. That actually might be enough to just straight up win the fight. He wasn't paying attention and all of his casters just melted. Guessing he was hero aiming somewhere over here. Let's see what Richard's got going on. He's got all of his heroes. Veilgiver has all of his heroes. Aelio has all of his heroes. I don't know what they were aiming, if it was important or not, but... Akama going down. Illidan is now up front. Let's check in. It's Magtheridon. Magtheridon's up, but he's retreating. And Hero Squad of Richard is chasing down the Hero Squad of Royce. Time for full retreat. That was a pretty crushing defeat. But again, look at these CPs. 17 CPs for Felhor. That's got to feel pretty good. But actually, no. These economies are pretty even, if not in the favor of SA. So... I think they'll be coming back just fine. Looks like Diodon disconnected. That's very unfortunate for the Horde team. So it looks like they lost the bulk of that, their chain heals there, and now it looks like pushing straight through is going to be Night Elves. That's really unfortunate. But regardless, it was still fun to watch. The army Dragozer himself, the Scourge, teleport all over the map, support the fights and whatnot. Looks like I missed the North Alliance fight, but that's alright. There were other fights on screen at the time. Quoth the Lost remaxing as fast as they can. But Dalaran has remained in the control of the Legion the entire time. Looks like Archimon still stands, so no big deal there. Oh, maybe they didn't lose. Maybe they didn't lose that much on Quoth the Lost, but unfortunate that I missed the fight. But there were definitely some more interesting fights to be watching and following Scourge around. That was cool to see him get stopped by the Horde. I bet you the Horde might have been able to take this one away if old Diodon did disconnect there. But also that is a big if, because if Scourge left to go help, well, let's say Scourge lost all their forces there and they TP'd home, and then so they were able to handily clean up North Alliance again, while South Alliance is still doing just fine anyway. So that's going to be 2 winning versus the 1 loss in Horde. So Horde would have had to really pick up the pace and finish Cali, and then been able to TP one of their other losing fights on the other teams to get that moving. I could just check in with Nick here. It looks like they should just be cleaning this up. Let's check with Icebreaker. His force is running for the hills, trying to get out on the Azara coast. Menos is already there with galleys, though, from the Oberdon Navy summons, trying to find something. It looks like he's just trying to creep this. But look at Dragozer, Micro God. Trying to figure out where his units are now. But he's creeping it up. Shadow Elites, again, really good troll performance. Probably could have used that little group that was off taking Grove of the Ancients in the bigger fight. I don't know if it would have made that much difference. I don't know how OP these, like Beasts of War or whatever, the tall big dinosaurs, the 2 that you can make. I don't know how good those are, so looks like they do a lot of damage. I bet it would have been a good boot because they were already winning that fight. I feel like if they were involved, it would have been much more handle. Back there, getting caught in the middle. He's trying to run away. Don't know how that's gonna go for him. Looks like they're just doing no damage to the Stormwind Hero squad. Big stasis ward right there. That's gotta feel good. Dren Blackhand. He's out of there. It looks like, as long as he doesn't get mismicroed back in. Kargat's going in, but it looks like all the supporting units of these heroes have just died. All that front line is just gone. So now it's just up to the heroes to hold. Bomber's coming in from the side. Probably don't really want to target the hero, but he's going down anyways. Oh, does he get out? Barely gets out of there. He fell. He fell anyways. He died at the last second. at the front door. He got it. He died. But yeah, it looks like they're going to retreat back through the Dark Portal. This is all just macro, micro. Looks like they're getting ready to TP. Do they have a TP on anyone? Who's got the TP? Looks like he just bought it. He needs money. He needs money to TP. Where's Dragozer at? Is he in a fight? Of course he is. North Alliance. They finally pushed into Quoth the Lost. Looks like I missed the hero. Nope, the hero squad's still in there, but they're just completely getting pushed back. All of the supporting is getting taken out first before they took down this hero squad, and now they're falling very quickly. Looks like all that air just jumped the back line. I'm guessing Frostworms. Looks like a couple of them died. They just sacrificed the air for the casters, and just like that, North Alliance is broken. Let's check upgrades. Got a unit with upgrades. 2-3. 2-2. Versus 0-1 and 2-2. Let's see, where was Trix in this ordeal? Helping down in South Alliance, trying to hold Hellfire Citadel from the South Alliance, fighting alongside of Illidan. It looks like they're just going to get pushed back too. 1-1 on the Stormwind champions. The upgrades are still pretty even. There's just not enough units here from Felhorde. Not enough income, it looks like. He's got 200. Technopig has 19. But I'm guessing he's going for the bigger, expensive units and then might be slowing him down. Did we sell? Or did we... Yeah, we used our money. So now, Dalaran should TP out and go help somewhere else. Looks like we're falling back all the way to the Moonwell. The Sunwell. The Moonwell. Legion's cleaning up. Let's check in on... Oh, they just TP'd here too, and they were just helping. I didn't even notice that. Small hero squad of Icebreaker. Really unfortunate. They were doing really good on Horde, and he was actually getting to show off some of his Warsong skills there. Trolls have started doing troll things in Stranglethorn.
We're under attack. Our allied town is being attacked.
I thought he had a quest to take that. And if he took it, he gets another, like, limited unit. It's not an elite unit, but... Yeah, oh yeah, never mind. It looks. I thought it was these Ravengers, so maybe he already got it. Looks like they're pushing in, trying to clean up, chase down South Alliance the best they can. These traps are going to stop them in their tracks, so they'll be held back for a while. Let's check in. The siege has not begun yet, but they are starting to take down Quell the Loss. Looks like they're cleaning up the rest of Kalimdor on the Night Elf team.
Our warriors have engaged in our allies' town as help.
And they're getting pushed back. Menos getting ready to TP.
Our warriors have
There he
engaged
goes.
in
Looks like he's headed to North Alliance. Where at though? Can I guess before it does? No, I can't. Shindra's. Oh, maybe she's going south. Yep, she went south.
Our warriors have engaged
No wisps? We're just going in, hot and heavy. Gorehal and Killmain. He just wants to get involved in this fight. Just wants to get back at these damn trolls for taking her grove. Richard frontlining after his shenanigans in the beginning. And elves in the back. This looks like a pretty good concave, but ooh, that's some good AoE damage from Icebreaker there. A lot of good AoE damage. Dang, that is going down. Aisha dying quickly. Gramash right there in the middle of everything. That stasis ward was huge. No way he just got out. Did he really just get out like that? He was so low. That stasis ward stunned him all. Chen feeds. Absolutely feeding, just like my Dota games. And looks like Horde just cleaned that up handily. So maybe we still have a game on our hands. But to be honest, this is 4 teams versus, well, I guess 4 here, but oh yeah, okay, yeah, looks like we might have a game on our hands. A lot of scrappy fights, a lot of scrappy armies, but that was some insane AoE damage. Look at the levels on these heroes. These heroes are insane. His ultimate makes these fights go a lot faster. Heroes dying over there, but this fight's still taking place. Looks like we're getting on top of just some elites dying at this point over here, but we need to get back on these casters. Looks like she has an insane ultimate Wraith form, but she's gonna get taken out. Oh my. Dead. The last Frostbolt gets her. She was out in the last Frostbolt just to get sniped. Took out all the annoying gyrocopters over there from Volturus. And Gramash in the front again. Is he gonna get focused this time? I saw, no, already a heal came through. Stun coming from Sourfang. And we're backed up to this control point, level 11. It's going to do a good amount of damage, I think, but not going to be enough to push back in this force because, yeah, Horde just being here with the Fell Horde Alliance is just too much for them to handle. Let's check in with Dragozer. I'm surprised this replay ends soon. I'm guessing there's some DCs or something. I'm waiting for this push to happen. But yeah, this is interesting. I don't know why the replay ends so soon. It looks like we still have some fights to go down. I'm guessing someone has to DC. Or this fight down bottom goes south is what I'm guessing. No, let's check in here. This is where I wanted to be. Looks like this is cleaned up. And wait, I don't know why this replay ends. It looks like this is supposed to go pretty well. Druids is here now to support. Somehow we have the Alliance team on the back foot here holding it down. And then up north, we have the Burning Legion team up here holding it down. Oh, we have a TP coming through. Oh no, are we getting flanked down south again? Is that what's about to happen, Dragozer? I have to see. It looks like it is. It looks like it is. It looks like we're getting pincered in here from Sentinels. But Sentinels can get pincered themselves. They need to run down from these two armies or else they're going to get caught. They're doing that, and Scourge is here. Scourge is here, all of Night Elves, Kultists, Dwarves, all running out as fast as they can, straight into the tail of Shadow Elites, trying to catch that pesky troll before they can get away, and they are in full retreat. This replay is ending very soon. I'm guessing we have to have a DC. I don't know what Legion's doing, why they're not pushing, or kind of makes sense. They probably get targeted down by a lot of this here, but yeah, it looks like the replay is going to end here. The fight's going down in South Alliance. We still have some pretty healthy armies here to fight about. Like this mess of colors looks, Richard saying fight. This looks like so much fun right here. Turrets, so many turrets down from Aliel. Trolls just getting mopped up. We're gonna have some rage quits here, aren't we? I can feel it. Warsong doesn't have much left. GG comes out from Warsong. They leave the game. GG from Shadow Elites. His trolls died. They leave the game. Looks like they got pincered in here pretty well. And looks like that North Alliance defense ended. Was no more distractions down here, they would have surely been pushed through. So it looks like the Alliance took it. By the Alliance, I mean South Alliance. I believe that's who invited everyone to their team. Fun game to watch. Dragos are jumping all over the places. Fights getting turned left and right. Only imagine what that would have been like with Diadon not disconnecting. Kinda cringe. But no, it's alright. It happens. If Warcraft 3 was perfect, we'd have perfect games and we'd never have to play anymore. Top hero kills go to Menos. Guess he was talking about those Horde heroes really well. Makes sense. A lot of range damage to do it with. Followed by Dragozer. Makes sense. He was in every single fight. Again, top unit kills shown here. Thank you guys for watching. Please let me know if you want me to do replays. This is fun to do them. Give me a little, hint of what happens in them. And I'll continue doing them. Hopefully the sound was better in this one. Peace.